It's been a turbulent day for artificial intelligence company OpenAI. CEO and co-founder Sam Altman has been ousted by the company's board. And just this hour, the president of OpenAI announced he is quitting after the board's decision. The board says a recent review found Altman was, quote, not consistently candid with his communications. Altman issued a statement on X saying he hoped his time at OpenAI was as transformative for the world as it was for him. Altman helped launch the company as a nonprofit research laboratory in 2015. Since then, the company has gone on to make ChatGPT one of the most popular AI tools. Altman had been very vocal in recent years about the need for guardrails to protect humanity from artificial intelligence. Let's continue this conversation now with Matt Binder. He's a technology reporter at Mashable, and we've reached him in New York. Matt, thank you for joining us tonight.
Oh, thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here.
All right, Matt, let's start with your reaction to this news. The board saying Sam was not consistently candid in his communications with them. What do you make of all of this?
Well, we just don't know yet, actually. It's very shocking because Sam Altman has, been the face of OpenAI, and OpenAI has sort of positioned themselves as the I guess the Apple of smartphones or the Microsoft of PCs. They are the big company in this new emerging artificial intelligence space. And Altman, was just out there about a week and a half ago at OpenAI's big event where they announced all these big new features that have brought tons of new attention to OpenAI. They announced a new language model, GPT-4 Turbo. They announced a new marketplace, which is sort of like an app store for ChatGPT. So this Friday night announcement sort of came as a shock. And the fact that they did it so abruptly and in that wording that you just shared makes it seem like they felt like they whatever it is that they say Altman did, they needed to break ties with him immediately.
And along with Altman, OpenAI said in their post this afternoon that Greg Brockman would be stepping down as board chairman, but remain at the company. But we just received news that Greg Brockman has now quit. What do you make of that move?
Right. It seems like that move, being that the board didn't remove him, that move was basically him quitting in protest. It seems like he probably doesn't agree with Sam Altman being removed from the company. The two of them have been working together there for a number of years now together. And so that's what that seems like to me. I'm not sure if there's anything more to Brockman leaving than other than the fact that Altman has been removed.
Can you help us understand who Sam was to OpenAI and what his vision was for this company?
Right. So Altman joined the company and took over as CEO in around 2020. He had come from a startup fund that basically helps fund a lot of these smaller companies that are just starting in the tech space. And he had positioned himself really not just as obviously the head of OpenAI, but sort of the face of the AI scene. When here in the U.S., when Congress held its first hearings on artificial intelligence and possible regulation on this emerging space, Altman was the guy they had as the person they providing testimony at the hearing. So he sort of positioned himself. I made the analogy before with Apple and Microsoft. Altman was really trying to position himself as like the Steve Jobs or Bill Gates of the AI space.
And we know he's been outspoken about the potential dangers of AI. How important was it to, have someone in his position bringing awareness to some of those issues?
Right. I think it's important, but I was always hesitant about what his concerns were, because they were very promotional, that the AI was going to be so powerful that people would lose their jobs. And you had again Congress people here asking him about Terminator-like situations where the computers would take over. So it didn't seem like his concerns were very founded in the other people, critics in the AI space's concerns, which is primarily, copyright concerns from artists and writers whose material could be plagiarized by these AI chatbots. And also, he's running the company. And so someone in his position asking for regulation is probably going to lobby for regulation that is, more conciliatory to his organization.
Well, moving forward, OpenAI has said that the company's chief technology officer will serve as the interim CEO while the company looks for a permanent candidate. What can you tell us about who that person is?
Right. So Mira Murati, she was the CTO, the chief technology officer at OpenAI, and now, like you mentioned, she's the interim CEO. She's been with the company since 2018, and she's in her mid 30s. Quickly moved up the ranks. She used to work at Tesla, and she worked on the Model X vehicle over there when she was there. She seems like someone who has been more hands-on with ChatGPT, for example. She was there for the creation of it. That's OpenAI's biggest and flagship product. She seems like she's been more hands-on than Sam Altman. She has an engineering background. So it'll be certainly interesting to see how she runs the company. She has, like Altman, been out there talking about how the AI space needs regulation. I shared the concerns about someone in the space, leading that charge. But it remains to be seen how she runs the company. We'll have to just keep our eyes open and keep a tab on how OpenAI is going forward.
For sure. We'll definitely be keeping tabs on this story. Matt Binder, thank you so much for providing some of this insight as this story breaks tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Matt Binder is a technology reporter at Mashable, and we reached him in New York.